This is going to be a tutorial on how to do the Kenny bassy growling sound. It sounds like this. I can show it how it sounds on the loudspeakers. It has the best effect while connected to a loudspeaker. There are actually many ways to go about doing this. An easier way, it sounds like this, or inwards. I used to do it like that, but in my opinion it doesn't sound as bassy and powerful. Let's go to the easier part first. The most easiest I can think of is the outwards one. With the loudspeaker, it's basically doing an R sound. You get your lip rolling. You say like R, 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 but then you apply a lot of pressure on your lips, I mean your tongue, and you kind of let the air come out in a low frequency. And you can change the pitch by changing the shape of your mouth. So you can do like Yep. The next one I can show you is the inwards one. This is much harder. You will not get this, probably not get this in the first try. This one goes inhaling. It is especially useful if you really need to get some air. So let's look at this. This is your tongue, and you need to get the tongue on your roof of your mouth, like this. Yeah? Your tongue on that position, that kind of an L position, it must have vibrating up there. You need to put quite a lot of pressure on your tongue, because if you don't put enough pressure, the vibration will not be as great. Let me give you an example. It will look like this. Must also be notice that you don't want too much air going through the sides of your lips. You want the air, actually, the pressure to be up there. So you can change the pitch like that. There's actually a place where I think a small vacuum happens for a second. You actually need to practice it yourself. I cannot explain it to you any further. You need to figure it out yourself. But the basic principle is that you got your tongue up there, and you kind of get it vibrating like this. And it's your tongue. It's nothing here. Nothing. The only voice that's coming from is right there from the tongue. So this one, the loudspeaker would be. Well, it kind of sounds, in my opinion, kind of like, well, not that great. Maybe your mouth has a different resonance frequency. Maybe it will sound better on yours. But anyway, the one I think Kenny Muhammad uses is he actually doesn't do it the vibrations with this part of his tongue. He uses the back end of his tongue like this, even maybe the entire side of his tongue, but more the back end. So instead of putting your tongue like this, you're gonna put it like this. You're gonna use the side of your tongue, and this is much harder. Believe me, this is much harder. It will first be quite difficult to get your tongue into the correct position. You can help by using your finger if you need, but you need to get your tongue. This is not good. You need to get the entire tongue like this. See, that's my dog. So it needs to go like this. And not just this side, it needs to be the entire side. And then you create the same kind of pressure. You need to get it vibrating. And because it's not just this part, it's the whole, a much larger part, it will be more bassier and powerful. Yeah, this is much harder, believe me. And you can put this, of course, in a beat. And this sounds pretty good in
amplified situation.
Yeah. The hardest thing about this is that if you're trying to do it in a fast beat, your tongue into the correct position in time is going to be a very difficult thing, believe me. It's going to take time, but please do not give up. Just, you gotta practice and practice, practice. The hardest part, I would think, is getting your tongue in position. So you need to practice that the most. At first it will be like... See? You need to practice getting your tongue in position in time. So mostly practicing might be just getting it in the right position. That's the first thing you gotta get down. If you don't have that down, you can't use it. That will be about it. I hope this helped, and keep practicing.